How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about Superman and Lois Season 1, Episode 10, titled, "Oh Mother, Where Art Thou?" Sorry, I'm reading it off of the CW page, because I just finished watching the episode, and, thou is in the second line, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I stopped at art, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right. Look down, and it's there. Anyway, so, brother versus brother. The episode starts with Morgan Edge, or Talro, explaining how it is he is related to Superman, through Lara Lorvan, aka Kal-El's mother. She apparently was genetically matched to Zeta Rho and divorced him when she fell in love with Jor-El. Yeah. Anyway, so afterwards, he comes back home and is just like, what the fuck just happened, kind of thing, right? Y'all don't need to see that. That's my phone charger. Anyway, things are not as good. He tells his family, it's like, apparently I have a brother. And they're like, okay, you need to go to Jor-El. Don't worry, half the DOD is here. Like, we'll be fine. So Clark goes to see Jor-El, and Jor-El pretty much confirms it and says, he pretty much confirms it, and if I'm not mistaken, that's when the scene happens where he asks Jor-El how to undo the machine, but then he says, no, they go get the machine first. Anyway, so obviously, this episode is all sorts of crazy, right? We have Lana, Clark, and Lois, going through a list of people, you know, Smallville locals that. Sorry, I need to minimize Discord. Someone's being an idiot and talking about importing technology from the UK. That's not worth. Uh, it really isn't. Not if you're in the US, because it's technically more expensive in the UK. Anyway, back to the show. They're like, oh, this is the doctor who's been like Morgan Edge's primary physician, you know, personal physician, I think is what it says in the show. So the DOD and Superman go pick him up with the machine. And he's like, no, the only one who can reverse this is Lara herself, you know, the woman who created it. So Lana offers herself up. Oh, also this episode, towards the beginning, I just skipped over it. Lois and the DOD capture Kyle Cushing. Anyway, and this is right after Sarah has a. Well, she goes off on her dad for being for looking like he's drunk again, and her mom as well, and so she just storms off and goes, "I'm going to friends," you know. Anyway, but yeah, so they're told that only Lara Lorvan can reverse the effects. So Lana offers herself up. After she offers herself, she's like, people are like, no, this is dangerous. I'm the only one who can do it, right? She goes through the process, and Lara Lovan takes over her body. They're like, oh, we need the power of a star, or the Earth's sun specifically, something on the level of that, actually. And so, she manages to make it so that it'll, you know, reverse backwards to absorb all the consciousness back. Lara and Lois have like a conversation about how Clark is amazing. You know, Clark is, she should be proud of her son, essentially. This also happens after Lara and Superman have a heart-to-heart as well. Anyway, so now Clark goes off to face Morgan Edge, and all the Kryptonian-possessed humans come in. And he's like, yeah, flies back, grabs the machine, goes up into the air after telling Sam, everyone evacuate, I'm going to be the battery. And while in the air, they all heat vision him. So he turns around, heat visions the machine, and they heat it. So essentially it absorbs all their energy, and once it has enough energy, it blows out. because Superman blew out his solar batteries, so he falls. Um, all of the Kryptonian possessed humans, including Lana and Kyle, get depossessed. And Sarah's there with Kyle when he gets depossessed because Jonathan had told her the truth, and then when his grandfather's like, "What are you doing? Look, these are secrets are keeping safe." He goes off on General Lane, right? He's like, "No, every time you keep a secret, it comes back to not keep us safe. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not you." Like he pretty much going back to, I think it was last episode when he calls his grandfather a coward, and so he's like, let him in, right? Earlier in the episode, and to let Sarah and the boys in. And that's when she finds out, heart to heart. She forgives Jordan for ditching her during the music recital thing because, obviously she's like, oh shit, you must have been dealing with this shit, right? Like, too much. Which kind of, sort of. Anyway, so she was there in the room with him when he got depossessed. And then afterwards, Lana walks in. A little family reunion. Hopefully Sarah gives Kyle some, like, just space, like, give him some breathing room. Like, getting a bit of alcohol use it. I mean, you shouldn't if you're an alcoholic, but, like, it's not a big deal. Anyway, the episode ends with what looks like Clark falling near the fortress, powerless, and Edge meeting up with his assistant lady and saying, it's all perfectly fine, that it's just the two of us, it's not for long. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? Like, all of them got depossessed. It should be just the two of you. Of course his assistant wasn't there, and that's, I mean, I guess 2v1. But anyway, that's where the episode ends. Overall, it's a pretty good episode. Hopefully Kyle gets some character development that isn't, I got possessed by Kryptonian. Like, proper character development. And I want Lana and Sarah to find out about Clark and the rest. They really should, especially if Jordan and Sarah are gonna date. Like, it's kind of obvious they're both into each other. The thing is, yeah, she needs to know, right? Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. We'll see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.